So my name, as I stated earlier, is Ali Ahmed, and I am a graduate of electrical engineering from FAST Peshawar. I qualified the Assistant Director Examination for Federal Investigation Agency in 2016. Later, I qualified the CSS examination in 2019 and was allocated to the Office Management Group, where I currently serve as Section Officer Planning in the Ministry of Poverty Alleviation and Social Safety, and I deal with the development work. My score in CSS 2019 in international law was 71 out of 100, which it might not seem that high of a score, but however, I must remind the aspirants that in 2019, international law as a subject was hit. So it is a considerable score nonetheless. Now, moving on to why I choose international law as a subject. Firstly, let me tell you that it is an optional subject and it carries 100 marks and has been placed in Group 4 of the CSS syllabus. I have always had a keen interest in history, especially the 18th, 19th, and 20th century history, and we've seen that international law really developed as an academic field in the 19th and 20th century. So I always had an interest in World War I, World War II, the Cold War, which transitioned the international law from a purely theoretical subject into an academic one. Again, while we're going for CSS, our main purpose is to score as high as we can in optional subjects. So international law is considered a relatively high scoring subject. We've seen people score as high as 80 marks in this subject. However, there have been instances where the subject has been hit, like it was hit in 2019, and the score have been reduced as a result. Moving on, the subject material for international law is easily available. It is a well-established subject, so there are Indian authors, international authors. There are materials for reading online as well. So easy availability of materials was one of the most compelling factors for me to start preparing for international law. My subject combination in CSS was US history, IR, among other subjects. So international law really complemented my subject combination and helped me in other subjects as well. For example, I remember when giving the paper in 2016, there was an entire question in the IR paper in which something close to define IR international law was asked from the aspirants. Again, the syllabus of international law is well defined. There are clear boundaries, so you know that you have a limited set of topics to study and to reproduce in the examination hall.
लर्न राइट नाउ ने अपने कंपलसरी और ऑप्शनल कोर्सेज लॉन्च कर दिए हैं। अगर आप CSS की तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो डिस्क्रिप्शन में दिए गए हुए लिंक पे विजिट करें या फिर हमारे व्हाट्सएप नंबर पे कांटेक्ट करके अपने आप को इन कोर्सेज में एनरोल करें।